can get started pretty quickly. You get some big bang for the buck doing things like the caller ID for the website and the lead tracking and the forms and a little bit of email. You can get started and see value immediately. And so it's nice that you can get in there, get them going, they're getting some value, and then over time introduce more and more concepts so you can get more and more value. But yeah, we do a ton of hand-holding. Lots of, we call them quick start packages that we don't charge for.
If you are running a small business and you think you might want to implement some or all of these concepts, I mean, would your recommendation be to go out and find a full service provider like Pardot, or are there steps you can take to get your feet wet before taking the full plunge?
Yeah, there's another startup that's called clip22 that has a freemium version of it. And so you can go to clip22 and start getting some of the basics at no charge. So I'd recommend getting it right away, even if you're not paying for a more robust solution.
How dependent is this on a CRM? Don't have Salesforce right now, but eventually we'll get it. But this could be helpful.
10% of our customers don't use a CRM that we connect with. They use Act or Goldmine or a legacy type CRM system, and so it is fine. There is a lot more value when you do have a CRM system. So you don't have to, but there's more value.
Does this interface with like Hoover's or, to help get the person's name and contact number? Does that?
Connects into jigsaw.com.
Jigsaw.com.
Which is now data.com.
Okay.
You talked a little bit about content marketing, how critical it is to generate leads, which I think I completely agree with. One of the challenges that we have right now is that we are using Google Analytics, and to your point, the data that we capture is pretty worthless. And while we are dedicating more time and focusing on developing content, how does Pardot solution differ from that of Google Analytics in terms of getting data on folks that aren't necessarily handing over their names and email addresses at this time?
Do you get an email in your inbox each morning with a list of companies on your website, even though they never filled out a form?
No.
So that's one example of what the software does. Because even if they don't fill out a contact us form, you can see lots of companies on your website, sure, based on their IP address. Okay. And then making it actionable and all those pieces. Good. Any other final questions?
So, I'm curious about the audience. How many are B2C versus B2B?